We're at 1205 here in the centre. Going. Hold with me for 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Have a talk amongst yourselves. We're at the pointy end of things. We'll be back very, very shortly.
Well, after a little bit of a patient, calm and beautifully softly spoken intro to this auction,
he lulled us into false sense of security.
Simon Tanner bursted through the gates and got a very active bidding process happening. We started off there at a vendor bid where we thought, well, it's not going to be sort of stifled for a little while, 925, and it definitely got up there then. He's managed to pull it really up there with quite a few bidders obviously playing off each other. We're currently sitting at $1,205,000 for this property, which is quite amazing. I've got an estimate value of about $800,000 with research for this one.
Yeah, there's those online tools put the value at about $800,000. Clearly they were well out on this one. It is a beautiful home on a big block, 5-bed, 3-bath, 4-car. And Forestville, obviously a great suburb. There have been some impressive recent sales around there. Lots in that sort of 800 plus mark, but certainly nothing within cooee of where the bidding sits at the moment. The pause in the auction here, I would imagine, is a formality because that is some pretty strong bidding just there. We had an auction in Adelaide earlier in Kingswood, which is a prestige suburb of Adelaide, and that one was passed in. So you really never know what's going to happen under auction conditions.
Never know unless you watch. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 4-car property, and it's a good block of land, 914 square metres block of land. But you can see there the vacancy rate 0.7, which is amazing. So it's really quite hotly contested demand, and even days on market there average 31. Not a lot on the market, so it clears quite well, and this has been showing quite strong demand for this one. It's interesting too, we've got the passion of Simon Tanner, who is agent and auctioneer, so he very much knows this property, knows the journey of people who have been coming through and inspecting the property, and very much knows the vendors' wishes and direction as well. So that's why he's really quite in control of this auction.
And that's pretty impressive to see. There's almost 2,000 visits per property on a state average of 763 visits per property. That data from realestate.com.au, just indicating possibly one of the reasons why bidding has been so strong there today. The house that we were talking about in Kingswood, which isn't all that far from Forestville and is not all that dissimilar to Forestville, it was passed in, but it was completely unrenovated since the 1950s. This probably plays into your hands, James, seeing something that's well styled, well renovated, going gangbusters.
Well, it's just appealing to a broad market. I mean, this is beautifully styled to create character. We talked about contrast a little bit earlier on the show you would have been watching. It's really great. Looks like Mr. Simon Tanner is back out, and we're going to see where this one's going.
Fantastic crowd. Just spoken with my vendors. There's incredible mixed emotions in there. This has been their family home where they've raised their kids for the last 22 years. And it's kind of with mixed emotions that they're selling today, obviously. But they have instructed me to put it on the market. We're at 1205. If there's no further bidding, the property is going to sell today. So if you have been double guessing yourself, if you have been thinking about it, now is not the time to hold back. Now's the time to put your best foot forward. Number 72 3rd Avenue here in Forestville will be sold today. I can't put it any more clearer than that. I'm going to call it one more time for your bidding. Do I have another five from you, sir, at the front? You sure you're out? Take your cheeky one if you like. I'll talk to Phil. We'll sort it out. I'm going to call it down 3 times. Down the back there. You out? Yep. Over here to my left. Is he gone?
No, he's here.
Oh, you're out? Okay. There's quite a few of you haven't put your hand up yet. It's not too late to come in if you've registered. All right, I'm going to call it down 3 times. We're at 1205, 1,205,000 for 72 3rd Avenue, Forestville. First call, second call, third and final call. We all done. We all silent. No further bidding. No further bidding. Sold. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much today for your attendance. For those of you who have bidded, thank you so much for your attendance, participation as well. We wish you the very best of luck in your search for a home, and we certainly can help you out with some new properties coming to market.
I thought that pause was just for show. We knew it was going to. Yeah, what an extraordinary result.
It was a great result.
So far above the median for the suburb. We seem to have lost our feed there from Adelaide.
Yeah, well, they did a great job, though. We've got to congratulate our camera crew today. We have ladies and men on site all around the country doing 7 auctions today, and they do an amazing job bringing us that great footage. Beautiful result, as you said, $1,205,000.
Yeah, the median value in Forestville is $792,000, which is down 4.7% in the past 12 months. So very strong result there at a very strong auction. Simon Tanner was commanding his attention there. You couldn't look away from him for a moment.
Look, it had that beautiful character on the outside, which we sort of come to expect from Adelaide, South Australian homes. Beautiful stone front, but also really well presented inside. Great styling, good sized block of land at 914 square metres, and a large home too, 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom and 4-car. So there was a lot to offer for this one. There was also a shed, powered shed and workshop and gym. So the property itself has some great interest. How's that figure there? Last sold for $287,000.
Yeah,
they've done really well.
Someone was saying it'd been their family home for a long time, and they've got some mixed emotions about passing it on, but I imagine $1,205,000 would help them resolve some of the mixed feelings they might.
Those mixed feelings are going to go into a nice mixed drink, and they're going to be celebrating. It is important to remember, of course, that we are dealing with real estate that a lot of people use for investment, but these are people's homes that they live in, and they raise families, and they, it's part of their character, and they live in a neighbourhood, and it's all those things that we love. And so we wish those people well with their mixed emotions that they've sold their property, and I'm sure they're going to go on to another property journey. It's an exciting time.
Oh, you're such a sensitive, thoughtful guy, aren't you, James?
Thanks so much.